Hi everyone. Today we will do a simple lesson on articles. And at the end of the lesson, I have some questions for you to answer. Just one simple exercise to see if you have understood the lesson well. So stick around to the end and you can test your knowledge. There are two types of articles. They are indefinite articles and definite articles. So what are these? Indefinite articles are, of course, not definite, which means that we can use them anywhere we want. And definite articles are definite, which means that we can only use them for definite things. The indefinite articles are a and an. And the definite article is the. The indefinite article is used when we speak about something for the first time. A cat, a mango, a table, a chair. The definite article is used when we speak about something we have already mentioned earlier. I saw the man climb the mango tree. I'm talking about a particular man climbing a particular mango tree. There are two indefinite articles. We use them when we are speaking about something for the first time. So how will we distinguish between the two? How do we know when to use a and when to use an? When should we use the indefinite article a? And when should we use the indefinite article an? I'm sure you know this already. We use a before all the words that begin with consonant sounds. Pay careful attention to what I am saying. We use a before all the words that begin with consonant sounds. I'm not saying that they should begin with a consonant. I am specifying over here that they should begin with a consonant sound. And that is very important. You should know how to say the word, how to pronounce it, so that you can decide whether the word begins with a vowel sound or a consonant sound. Just to brush up your knowledge in case you have forgotten, vowels are A, E, I, O, U. And all the other letters of the English alphabet are consonants. Here's an example for you. A door. Why? A door. D sound. It's a consonant sound. So we are not looking at the letter D when we use a. We are saying the word in our minds so that we can decide whether the sound of the first letter in the word is a vowel sound or a consonant sound. A door, D sound. We use an before all the words that begin with vowel sounds. Vowel sounds. Got it? For example, an apple. So we are not using an here before the word apple because apple starts with A. No. We are using an before the word apple because apple starts with an A which has a vowel sound. That is important. Pay careful attention to these things and then you will get everything right. Use A when U makes the sound of the consonant Y. Example, a unicorn. Okay? A unicorn. The sound is a Y sound. Hence, you have to use a and not an. Now, if you do not pay attention to the fact that you need to listen to the sound of the first letter of the word, then you would have got this wrong because you would have said, oh, unicorn, it starts with a U. So let's write an because U is a vowel. But that's not how things work here. You have to listen to the sound of the first letter in the word. All right? Use A when O sounds like W. For example, a one-legged man. Again, if you do not say these words, one-legged man, and you only look at that first word one and see that it begins with an O, what will you think? In your mind, you will say, O is a vowel. A, E, I, O, U are vowels. O is one of the vowels. And hence, let me write an before that. But then you would get it wrong. Because like I said, you need to know the sound of the word. And when you say one, you have a W sound. One. Hence, you cannot say an one-legged man. You have to say a one-legged man. So the sound of the words are very important. The sound of the letter is very important. Moving forward, use A when EU or E sounds like Y. As in this case, a European, European. Now again, if you did not listen to the sound of the letter before you put A or an before the word, you would have got this wrong because you would have looked at E and said, oh, it's a vowel, so let me write an. But you cannot write an. You have to write a because of the sound. The sound is not a vowel sound. It is a consonant sound. Do not use A when H is silent. There are words like this. For example, an honest boy. The word is not honest because H is silent. The word is honest, honest. So you can hear the sound aw, honest. So aw is a vowel sound. Because it is a vowel sound, you have to use an honest boy. Similarly, there's another word, our. H-O-U-R. And yet, when you say it, it is our, ah sound, which is a vowel sound. I hope things have been clear so far. Let's move on. Use an before a silent H, like an hour. Use an before words or letters that start with a consonant but have a vowel sound. Look at this one. This letter M, it's an M because the sound is eh, M, M, eh. The sound of eh, which is a vowel sound, and hence you have to say an M, not a M. All right. Now here are some rules for using the word the definite article. Do not use the before the name of a country. Like you cannot say, I am going to the India. You can't do that. Except if it is taken from different parts or from common nouns like this, the UAE. Got it? Here's another one. Do not use the before meals, except if you are mentioning a specific meal. For example, I don't like to eat breakfast. You cannot say, I don't like to eat the breakfast. But you can say, I liked the dinner we got yesterday, because in the second case, you are mentioning a specific dinner. That particular dinner which you got yesterday. So I don't like to eat breakfast, but I liked the dinner we got yesterday. Here's the next rule. Use the before definite compass directions only. Compass directions meaning north, south, east, west. Example, the tower was in the north. And in that case, you use a capital N for north. But look at the second case. The wise men traveled east. You cannot say the east. And in this case, there's a small e for east. I hope you noticed the difference. The tower was in the north. The wise men traveled east. Use the before names of oceans, seas, rivers, and canals. Example, the Suez Canal, the Amazon, the Indian Ocean, the Red Sea. Use the correct indefinite article in the following sentences. Are you ready to begin? Let's see how good your understanding of this lesson was. My brother saw dash lion yesterday. What would you use here? Now, first of all, you need to think whether you should use a definite article or an indefinite article. Are we talking about any lion in particular, or are we talking about just any lion? Has this lion been mentioned before or not? After you decide whether it should be a definite article or an indefinite article, if it's a definite article, you have to use the, and if it is an indefinite article, it should be either a or an. Then you have to make up your mind whether you should use a or an by looking at the word after the blank. Look at the word after the blank very carefully. Look at the first letter of the word, say the word, lion, and then decide if it has a vowel sound or a consonant sound. That will help you to use the correct article. Okay? But in this case, of course, we are only using indefinite articles. What about this one? I am dash adult. There was dash mango on the mango tree. Can you see dash camel in the picture? Did you get that right? A lion yesterday? Not an lion. Why? Because of the l sound. It is definitely a consonant sound. I am dash adult. A adult or an adult? Adult. An adult, right? Because that's a vowel sound. There was dash owl on the mango tree. Owl. An owl. Can you see dash camel in the picture? A camel. I hope you got all these right. I really hope so, because that would mean that you understood the lesson very well. Now I have another exercise for you. In this one, you should use a, an, or the. Are you ready? Look at them very carefully before you decide what you should use. He lived in dash igloo. I saw dash bee on dash mango tree outside my house. Their poem was dash unique one. Can you think of a word that begins with dash H? There was dash tiger eating dash banana in dash zoo I visited yesterday. She took dash used plate out of dash sink in her kitchen. His cousin went to dash university in London. You look smart in dash uniform. Think of the first one. He lived in dash igloo. Do not look at the I in that word igloo. Say the word in your mind and think of the sound of the first letter. The answer? An. What about the second one? I saw dash bee on dash mango tree outside my house. I hope you're paying very careful attention to that sentence. Are we talking about a particular bee or not? Are we talking about a particular mango tree or not? What do you think? I saw a bee on the mango tree outside my house. And let me explain why this is. I saw a bee because B sound, and it's not any particular one. And now we are talking about a particular mango tree, the one outside my house, that particular one. So you have to say the mango tree. Third one, their poem was a unique one because of the sound Y. Y sound, year sound. Can you think of a word that begins with a H, an H, or the H? An H. There was dash tiger eating dash banana in dash zoo I visited yesterday. A tiger because the T sound there, and eating a banana because of the B sound, and then the because we are talking about a particular zoo, the one I visited yesterday. Got it? What about the next sentence? She took a used plate, your sound again, like unique and university and uniform. I've given you so many hints. She took a used plate out of the sink in her kitchen. Why? Because one particular sink, the one in her kitchen. His cousin went to a university in London, not an. You look smart in a uniform. Again, the year sound. And hence, be very careful when you have an exercise in which you need to fill in the blanks with a definite or indefinite article, because you have to listen to the sound of the first letter of the word. Don't just blindly look at the word, look at the first letter and then say, oh, it's a vowel, so I will use an, or oh, it's a consonant, so I will use a. It doesn't work that way, and you will get the whole exercise wrong. I hope that's been clear, and I hope that this has been a useful exercise for you. We'll meet again very soon. Bye.